Happy Thursday, y'all. Welcome to the Kentucky X-Files Midweek Mysteries.
Midweek Mysteries!
Midweek Mysteries!
This is our podcast.
Oh, crap.
This is our podcast.
I'm sorry.
What?
I over your...
It's okay. They know what I'm saying.
You don't think we should start from the
No,
top?
because that camera's about to die.
This week is a lot of fun. It's weird news, weird stuff, things that I look up and read when I'm with other people and by myself. One thing that I found that was really cool. I'm gonna start kind of small here, and by small I mean gigantic. Antarctica. I was reading all about Antarctica, and I could not get off of the subject. And every time I went farther, I found something else that was neat. So then I went farther into that. I started looking into stuff where they've literally found artifacts in Antarctica that are just froze. But while they were looking for all that stuff, they accidentally found something else. They found a liquid water lake under it. Okay? Mountains and ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lots of ice, like permafrost stuff, right? And then way down here is just liquid water. Just, for whatever reason.
Is stagnant like not a river or anything?
No, but they said...
Was there a current or anything?
I don't know if they, got to it yet.
Because they said, because that's how... Like, if you see a river and, there's a decent sheet of ice on it where you can walk on it, they say that, like the ice on the top will freeze over. But if it's a flowing river, that's why the water's, it doesn't freeze all the way to the bottom because it's moving.
They were saying something along the lines of they suspected that something was going on in the ice where it was... there was salt deposits down there. So they were thinking that maybe the salt was thawing, keeping it thawed, but the ice was keeping it kind of encapsulated or whatever. So now they have an idea of how an ocean may or may not exist over on one of Saturn's moons. What was it? I can't remember which moon it was. I think it might have been...
That's pretty cool.
Titan? Or is it... No.
Oh, God.
That's Jupiter's moon, isn't it?
Europa was
Europa.
it. I think it was Europa. I might be wrong. But then a fun fact that I'd stumbled across was that up until a year ago, they didn't even have all of Antarctica mapped out.
Really?
Yeah. It was impossible to get, for something with the satellites. They were trying to get satellite images, but there was blind spots that kept happening.
It's because probably the weather and stuff over there is unpredictable.
They literally couldn't see it, right? And then these scientists took these special planes that were built for this, and they just started flying back and forth over it, and they were just filming and mapping out these places that they'd never seen before. So it was really cool. And I was like, I'm thinking oh God, come on, please find a Loch Ness Monster frozen in the ice so we could just put that one to bed.
Okay. I'm going to go off on a little tangent here. Maybe, not just a tangent, a rant. Okay, you just said we right now, have mapped out all of, what was it, Antarctica?
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
Now they're making progress.
Making progress.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so people out there, this is high, the technology that we have today, we haven't mapped out all of Antarctica. So stop saying with the technology we can't find Bigfoot. Just saying. You keep saying that, we have all this technology. Why haven't we would have found him by now?
He's very
Shut up.
passionate about
He's
this.
very upset.
I'm just saying, that's the only cop out. That's the cop out that everybody. Well, we have all this technology. I'm sorry. I'm just a little frustrated with it.
It's okay. I understand.
Don't hold back, buddy. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they just need to learn, to be open minded.
Well, I mean, people are getting there. Every year there's more and more people that are starting to step back and go, well, maybe it isn't what we thought.
I'm not saying sit here and say that he's 100% real. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm willing to give it a a day in court
Yeah.
to make sure.
I get
I'm
you.
not just gonna like put a Band-Aid over it just because. Oh, we have satellites. We would have found them.
Yeah.
We have infrared. We would have found them.
Since you're talking about the big guy,
Yeah.
a little correction on the last episode that you guys have probably heard this past Monday is I thought that the new hominid footprint that was in the fossil rock was in Asia. It was actually in Tanzania, and
Where's that?
it's near places that are like Tanzania. I don't know, but let's bring it up on the map.
Oh, that's where it is.
Take a look. Isn't that interesting? There it is.
Hey, there's all that water there. Right.
And it's funny too, is in all the articles I found on the subject, no scientist likes to comment on the size of the footprint, which I find extremely interesting. They say it's an unusual footprint. It's an unusual sized footprint, but no one wants to break out the old tape measure on camera. Why is that, scientists? Why don't you let us know about that? I'd love to hear it. Interesting stuff. I did find another thing that blew my socks right off. I had to put my socks back on because it's been very cold.
I was ready for it, but for some odd reason, it still got me.
From what I understand, again, when I'm reading these articles, they are extremely vague, but I encourage you to get on there and Google it, and you'll find it. A gigantic oarfish has washed up on the shore. And
What's
an oarfish is a sea monster.
It looks like this.
Oh,
The wonders of editing. Isn't that amazing?
yeah.
It
So-
only works so long as he actually puts it in.
I
Yeah,
feel like he's going to do not put it in.
If I
just to
don't
make
put
me
the
look
pictures in,
stupid.
it's going to make all three of us look
It's
dumb.
going to be like, there's a purple unicorn.
Yeah.
The oarfish and all. I mean, there's a viral video that was going around for a while of an iceberg breaking off and going into the ocean, and something big
Yeah.
just kind of swimming past,
This
right?
is the sea
Nope.
monster of all sea monsters.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
And then later we get this huge oarfish laying dead on the shore. Some of these oarfish are pretty damn big, and all I kept thinking was, "Hey man, like that's a sea monster. That's that's a Loch Ness monster. I know
a
it's
sea
not
serpent, for
you know,
sure.
Yeah, it's a sea serpent. Look at that thing. I mean, this thing is massive. It's got big old teeth.
You're not talking about that, like, there was a picture going around of, like, 6 guys holding this giant.
Now, this is
long,
way bigger.
all way big.
Yeah,
like-
way
like-
bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, tens of
This
feet.
is why I don't go to the ocean, guys.
It looks like this.
Oh. Ha.
I am going to have to edit the crap out of this. So, yeah, I found that really, really interesting. Thought, well, what the hell, man? There's, if anybody needed proof of a sea monster, I mean, shit, there's a sea monster. This thing is massive.
Yeah, that's what, I was wrong on how many people were there, but
Yeah.
I remember
And
that
apparently the one that washed up on the shore is one of the biggest ever seen. Like, this thing is massive. So, I don't know, but...
But
ooh.
whatever broke, like, after that, the, like, piece of an iceberg broke apart,
Yeah.
there was something bigger.
Yeah,
that
it was
just-
big. I mean, and
it was-
you can see it clear as day. It's like just barely moving, and they're like, "What is that?" I'd be like, "Dude, it's that is a sign to start the engine and leave." Is what that is. I will say this: one of the most interesting things that, especially to me, as being a gigantic Lovecraft fan, for most of my adult life and some of my teenage life. I was reading about a tablet that had washed up on shore years ago, right
Apple?
here in America. And this tablet has a bunch of markings in it and things like that. And in the center of it is a giant octopus face with the tentacles. And apparently they still have no idea where it came
Did
from
they
and who
carbon
made
date
it.
it?
I think they've been trying to. But apparently whoever made it, it was a long damn time ago, and they're not sure when. So, Lovecraft fans all over the world, good news. We've got some, literature that came out of the ocean about Cthulhu. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, Cthulhu for talking.
And that's exactly what we needed.
Right.
In a time where the world is going insane. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't Cthulhu supposed to make the world go insane?
No.
Coincidence?
I think not.
I don't know if we mentioned this one before or not, and if we did, then I apologize. But did you guys happen to get online and see the picture of the fairy? It was like a mummified fairy.
No.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
I remember those. Yeah, I remember seeing something like it was like brown, like a dark brown, right?
And then there was one that they actually ran it through an X-ray. The son of a bitch has bones.
Yeah.
It literally has a skeleton. And I'm like, hold on. What? Really? I mean, I'm just saying that I wasn't prepared for someone to be like, oh, yeah, they X-rayed this one. It has a skeleton. And you can see that picture here.
Nice.
Yeah. One thing going on is we are in December now. A couple things are on the way. Christmas is on the way.
Season finale is coming up.
And a season finale is coming up.
And an anniversary.
And that's something that I wanted to ask you guys about, if you guys are into it. For the season finale, we'd like to get a few of you guys on the phone to talk about your favorite parts of this first season of the Kentucky X-Files. And if you're interested in doing that, shoot us an email. You can get us right on the same email we use for everything, encounters@kyxfiles.com. Send us an email, let us know. We'd like to get you on the phone. Well, maybe Skype, get a video call, get you in here, and you tell us what you liked about the season. Maybe even tell us what you didn't like about the season. I know we've had a few people reach out, too, about, the direction of the show and whatnot. One thing, being completely honest, is that we all work full-time jobs. Season 2, we're definitely going to be building it up and doing more. But it has to happen kind of gradually. So I'm hoping that everybody didn't get the wrong signal there. Like season 2 is going to come out just completely different and we're just doing this full time. Unfortunately, we have bills to pay.
We're not independently wealthy.
Nope.
I would expect big changes, but definitely watch them gradually happen. And I am going to be keeping the cameras going for all of the episodes for season 2. So you let us know, if that works for you. There's always the streaming services, Spotify, iTunes. I found us on Audible the other day, which is so cool. I believe that we'll be going on to iHeartRadio soon.
There's a website that we were being pulled to or pulled from.
Yeah.
That we discovered the other day, too, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah. AboveTopSecret.com.
Yeah.
Whoever was sharing us over there, thank you.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's really cool. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from, but
Yeah, we tried to find us, and we couldn't.
yeah. So whoever did that, hey, thank you so much.
And comments are being deleted on YouTube. It isn't us. YouTube's doing it.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
if you comment, you can't see your comment, email us.
There's a midweek mystery.
Yeah, no doubt.
Why is YouTube
deleting it
deleting comments
from our comment section?
Yeah. Rattling too many cages, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I got nothing else, guys.
Nope.
So you guys, we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers to all y'all.